Welcome. Today we are doing a new test. Today we're going to try to do a video today of some functionality in NetSuite. We're talking about our new collections module that we've kind of built this from scratch. So, got some room for improvement, but we want to get it out there and get some feedback from you guys. So let's get started. I'm on the main screen inside NetSuite. So if I click on customers and then I go into accounts receivable and then to collection cases, I just click on collection cases. I don't have to go to newer search. Okay, so to collection cases. And also note that in the CGI admin role over here, so you'll have that menu option from the CGI admin role. So when you first log in, you'll probably log in and it'll default to the default view. You want to change this to a follow-up view. And this from here, it allows you to change your locations. And you can filter in here if you want to see all locations. Obviously, you can go back up to the top. Or you can just filter on a specific location. What this is showing you is today we have it set to put in customer with over 90 days outstanding into collections and the collection case for the customer, and then dig into the specific invoices that are over 90 days. We will probably end up kind of modifying that a little more so that we move it to 60 and hopefully even down to 45 and 30 so that, you're getting all sorts of invoices in your collection module. So one thing that you'll note here is I've got my edit mode turned on this save search. You'll want to turn that on. It'll just make it easier for you to create notes. You'll notice in here you have different statuses on your cases. Cases created, collections, and collections escalated. The customer stays in collection until they don't have any invoices over 90 days here. So I can put in a note at the customer level, and I can also set my over here. I can set my next follow-up date to be next Monday, right? So that's that record. Refresh the screen because you didn't notice I didn't change the status. Once I add a note, it'll automatically change the collections, so that automatically will change the status once you start typing notes. So that's at the customer level. From here, you can go into the specific invoices by hitting view here. So they'll give you the specific invoices that are over 90 days old. And we add notes specifically for the invoice. See, I added this note here for VM. And the other part is this apply invoice note over here is with cash applications. So if you see it on the apply unapplied cash, and be very specific on the apply invoice notes so that we can show these to the cash application group so they can get money applied. Rather than sending emails back and forth, what we're trying to do is create some queues inside NetSuite so that whoever's in the Cash App group can just run a quick search and it'll give them all these invoice notes so you don't have to keep sending emails back and forth. And then what you hear is hit save. I didn't change this, but at this point you can hit save. And that notes, you can go into the next one. Customer is missing invoice resent today. And then save, and you can keep going through your various invoices that are over 90 days. Once an invoice is paid, it automatically falls off this list. So you don't have to do anything in here. These will just keep getting updated with anything over 90 days. And hopefully, like I said, that we'll nail down that criteria so that you'll have more invoices in your collections module that you can collecting on. So that's kind of the module. Now, because we have these notes in here, We get various reports to get the notes to print. There's all sorts of stuff we can do once we start getting collection notes. It's a pretty brand new module, so if anybody has any suggestions on making it better, we definitely will be listening to them. We can't get this to work where you can edit it in line like you can on their level. Unfortunately, that's just we get to work like that. Again, covers accounts receivable, collection cases, and you can go down your list here and drill into each one of these specifically and see different invoices from July 645. I want to have a note in here. I can't. One other thing I'll show you, if I want to know what they have outstanding as from the customer record, you can actually do state. So when you're on a customer email, and if their email address is on file, it'll automatically default. Otherwise, you'll have to type it in. Email address in here. The valid one. Here you can actually CC other people too. You can just CC whoever you want. BCC, however you want to do that. And the message here, you can put whatever you want in the subject. Whatever you want in the subject. And then you go to attachments here, you can go include statement, and you default today. You probably want to keep that as today's date. Now, right in below, we'll actually put it in the body of the message. By default, it sends an attachment. If you do one line below, it'll actually be below whatever you put in the body of the email. So if we preview this, it'll have subject in there, and then it'll have my little message in the body, and then below that, it'll have, so here's my subject, below an AR, can you advise on payment, and then it puts the actual statement in the body. If you just do default it as an attachment, I think people would rather see it in line. So at this point, if you hit merge and send, it'll actually send it to the customer. I had done a test on this earlier, so once you send it to the customer, it will keep track of, I did it on HMM CHI 07. Send it to the customer under communication down here. It actually keeps track of what you've emailed to them. So you see here, I sent an email out at 5:24 earlier, and you can see that I sent just a test to myself. I didn't actually send it to the customer. Keeps track of what you're actually sending to the customer. If you ever have a question in the communication, you send on 5:24 on 12:15. So it's kind of a nice, easy way to send a statement. So that's another way to the customers helps with some of our AR. You add anything to this, even though you can do a new collection case, it really doesn't do anything right now. And when you're in here on the invoice, you do new here. It just didn't really work now. Our intention here is to automatically add this stuff for you, so it's giving you a queue of what's outstanding. So, any please call me early. You definitely